What's happening, everybody? Eric here, back at you with a brand new video. Now, before we dive into any details, you already know the drill. If you haven't done so already, smash that subscribe button down below. Now, in this week's video, I'm going to be providing all you lovely and beautiful folks out there with a few tips. Now, if you're someone who travels around a lot, if you're someone who's on the go or just someone who's really busy and you're currently trying to lose weight and you want to make sure that you don't fall off track while you're continuing to have to be out and about all the time, then these tips are going to benefit you. So I actually do have an event that I have to go to that's a few hours away from where I currently live. But since I'm someone who's just on the go so often anyways, I figured I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride with me while I show you some tips that I personally use on a daily basis when I'm trying to stay dialed in with my fitness and nutrition. But anyways, we got a long drive ahead of us, so I think it's about time we hit the road. All right, see you in a bit. Alright everyone, so tip number one, make caffeine your best friend. Specifically, black coffee. Now, I realize black coffee isn't going to be everybody's cup of, well, coffee. But if it's something you're open to trying, I highly, highly recommend it. Now, if you're someone who enjoys a lot of milk, cream, and or sugar in their coffee, what I would personally recommend if you're looking to get down to drinking black coffee is don't just jump right into it right away. Slowly taper it back, wean yourself off of the milk, cream, and sugars. So, for example, if you have 2 milk and 2 sugars in your coffee, bring that down 1 each. So that would be 1 milk and 1 sugar. Start there and then see how you like it. See how your body responds. See how your taste buds respond, more importantly. Now, just because I stopped at the one and only Tim Hortons to get my caffeinated beverage of choice, sponsor me, doesn't mean that you have to do the same. There's lots of other options for caffeinated beverages. You could get a black tea, for example. That would also be something that would either be 0 or lower in calories, similar to coffee, but would still be something a little bit different if you wanted something other than coffee to drink. Another option would be you could bring your own coffee, tea, or caffeinated beverage with you. This could be something that's very cost and time effective if you were to choose to do that as well. But it really just comes down to personal preference. For me, I'm on the go so much that I don't mind stopping, and it's almost like a little bit of a reward thing that kind of, boosts my serotonin and all that good stuff in the brain. Not to get all scientific on you guys, but yeah, it really just comes down to personal preference at the end of the day. Anyway, I'm going to grab a quick sip of this coffee here. I saved the first one for all you lovely and beautiful folks out there, of course. And then we're going to hit the road. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Love it. All right, everyone. We'll see you in a little bit with tip number 2. Alright everyone, so tip number 2 is bring your own snacks. So I did bring some of my own snacks with me. I think it'd be a little weird for me to make this video and say bring your own snacks, and I didn't actually bring any of my own snacks with me. So I do have some, but for the purpose of this video and to give you guys some good suggestions, we're going to pop into a local grocery store right now, and I'm going to give you guys some quick, easy, and even cost-efficient things that you can bring with you when you're on the go, when you're traveling, that are still going to be able to fuel you up and help you stay on track and give you lots of energy to continue to do whatever it is you got to do for the day. But enough of a build-up, so let's head inside. Alright guys, so we stopped at the local Walmart here and headed to the pharmacy section. I guess that would be the best way to describe where to find what we're looking for here. But this is where they stock all their protein bars and shakes, which is what we're going to be looking for on this trip. So starting off with the protein bars, Quest bars are definitely one of the best options that I not only prefer myself, but are also great for their calorie to protein ratio. So I'm going to show you guys a few of the selection of Quest bars here. So most of their bars range from 170 to 200 calories and come in around 20 grams of protein per bar. So I'm going to show you guys my current favorite, since they have it here, double chocolate chunk. So this one right here. I'm just going to show you guys the back. So as you guys can see, 170 calories, 7 grams of fat, 2 grams saturated, 12 grams of fiber, and 20 grams of protein. So really can't go wrong, and it really tastes good. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit more cost effective, I'm going to show you another option. So they have these pure protein bars here. So these ones are a bit more inexpensive, and you do actually get a few more bars per box. I believe it's 6 per box at around $9. So that's a value pack there. So right here, yeah, so 6 bars per box, $8.97, so $9. These are really good as well. The only thing to keep in mind with these is they don't really have much fiber in them. So grab this one just to show you guys, for example. Yeah, 1 gram of fiber as opposed to like 14. I think it was 12 in the last one, 12 to 15 grams per, depending which bar you get for the Quest bar. So that's the only thing to keep in mind with those. But one last thing I'm going to show you guys, aside from the bars, is these Premier Protein shakes. So these are really great, and they come in a bunch of different flavors. So we have here chocolate, there's vanilla, there's a caramel there. Get in there so you guys can see that. Yeah, so I typically stick to the caramel and the vanilla myself, but you can't go wrong with any of them really. These are also really great if you're on the go. 30 grams of protein per, only 160 calories, 1 gram of sugar, so really can't go wrong with these as well. But anyways, we're gonna hit the road one last time as we come to the third and final tip of the video. So we'll see you soon. All right, so tip number 3, get as many steps in as possible. Now, this is the one tip to keep in mind if the first 2 is something that you feel is gonna be a bit difficult for you. If you feel like you don't really like or enjoy caffeine or coffee, or you don't really have time to go out and buy snacks or make snacks for yourself to bring and be prepared when you're on the go so much, then tip number 3 is gonna come in handy for you. Now in this case, getting as many steps in as possible is gonna help you stay on track when you're on the go without going over your calories for the day or the week, depending on how you track them. Now obviously one of the best ways to do this is to utilize your surroundings and do what I'm currently doing right now, which is go for a walk. Now, I ended up finding a really nice trail in the area that I'm traveling to currently, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do that exact same thing. You actually don't even have to go outdoors if you don't want to. If the weather's inclement and it's not really working out that great for you, it's kind of raining out and stuff like that, maybe you don't want to go outside, you can even do it indoors. Find a local mall, walk around your Airbnb that you're staying, walk around your hotel that you're staying in. Anything that you do to get steps in actually counts a lot more than you actually think. Now, by no means am I saying go out and eat a dozen donuts or eat a whole pizza to yourself and think it's going to balance out because you're getting in a bunch of steps. You still want to be fairly conscious of what you're eating, but the more you walk around, the more steps you get in, the more calories you're going to burn, and therefore it's going to help you to stay on track. All right, everyone, but I'm going to finish up with my walk here, so that is going to be a wrap for this video. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I genuinely do appreciate it. Let me know in the comments below, though, if you enjoyed this style of video, and if you'd like to see me do more videos like this where I maybe travel around and answer some questions, give some tips, stuff like that. But anyways, please just remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Toss this video a good old-fashioned thumbs up if you liked it. And be sure to hit that channel bell for notifications so that you never miss a new video of mine. And we'll see you in the next video.